You can't use words like Kierkegaard in a family newspaper, old man.
I'm not expecting anyone to know who he is, Bernard.
Far be it from mere me to give advice to one who's passed far beyond my humble orbit. But you're writing for the Spike, my clever lad. It unfits you for active service. Talking of which, have you heard?
Not the one about the Englishman, the Egyptian, and the canal.
Friend Nasser's gone and nationalised the thing. Official.
Unsurprising tribute that the wily wog pays to his erstwhile masters. Anything we can do, he can do better. You can't blame him.
Bugger blame him, bomb him.
Is that what the call from the country recommends to this independent newspaper over which his lordship exercises no control whatsoever?
What else do you recommend?
Reason?
And how do you drop that on people in a form that makes any sort of lasting impression?
There has to be some other response apart from violence, isn't there, Bernard?
And there is, sonny boy. And always was. If you can get used to sitting with the thin end of the wedge stuck up your backside.
Tell you what, Bernard. Why don't we bomb the bastard?
One thing about war that's rarely true of reason. It's a great knicker-dropper.
Michael Jordan. Kitson! What's the latest? November? Well, that really is late. No, but do people go to the theatre in Colchester in November? Well, you're the resident expert. No, if you're putting my play on, I'll certainly be there. Yes, well, then I'll certainly be there. Is there any chance of one Sally Raglan playing Tessa? Oh, I see.
What the editor is, 4 letters beginning with C.
King doesn't begin with a C, does it? Country lover's too long, I give up.
How can we work for a paper that thinks Nasser and Hitler have got anything in common? First tragedy, now farce. Do you agree?
Farce is a very difficult form. I'm not sure Eden's up to it.
There comes a time when a man has to stand up and be counted.
I don't mind being a bean in your row, Barnaby, as long as it doesn't involve being tattooed on the wrist while the rest of the company looks the other way and sings along with Vera Lynn.
How do you expect to keep your friends if that's the way you talk to them?
You should really be telling me how much you love me in the firm's time. Especially when I'm supposed to be knocking out 800 words on the new drama. A play about a man who responds to the iniquities of the English class system by turning into Big Ben.
Oh. Is your sister an actress, by any chance?
Certainly not. She's the next best thing to a Don, if you really want to know. And which Don is she the next best thing to? A certain Owen Millam. She's his research assistant, index compiler, and what haven't you?
Claudia saw her looking very glam and some mad.
She has looks. She also has brains.
It was completely out of the blue. But it has come at a particularly tempting moment. Just as our proofs are beginning to dry.
Your proofs. I take no responsibility whatsoever, Dr. Millam.
But a large measure of the credit. What's your considered reaction?
I shall have to consider.
Is the Foreign Office a case of power without responsibility, or of responsibility without power? And how does one distinguish t'other from which?
Isn't there an old technical expression about sucking it and seeing?
Very tempting for an historian to take the chance of becoming a privileged observer of an actual political process. However, to give advice is one thing. To have it taken is quite another, and rarer one. What are you thinking of doing now, Rachel?
After I finish the index? I shall take a breath. Deep. And a bath. Deeper. And then I thought I'd go to America. North.
Whatever for?
New York. Chicago. San Francisco.
You'll find they're all full of Americans.
What else am I going to do?
I'll tell you one thing that occurred to me.
What's that?
Marry me. Does the thought appall?
Appall? No. Appeal? Rather. Stun? Somewhat.
I'm not too sure of the drill in these matters.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Should I speak to your father? I mean...
Well, it might be advisable from time to time. He admires you very much.
And I him. You have a lot in common. That capacity for passionate accuracy. I learnt a lot from him in Germany, and I'm grateful. Not least because he introduced me to you. You know, for weeks now, I've been dreading the end of our little project. I seriously thought it was because it might mean saying goodbye to Oxford. And then I realized it was because it meant saying goodbye to you. Hence, what do you say?
If you think that forming a pressure group of guilt-ridden Oxbridge graduates is going to change the editorial line by one iota, even if the editor knew what an iota
And
was...
if you think bombing Nasser's going to help Israel...
I'll tell you something, Barnaby. No, I'll tell you two things. No, I'll just tell you the second one. In the end, there'll be some scruffy little compromise, and Eden will announce it as evidence of how he's stuck to his principles. As for the editorial line of the Sunday Crusader, will of course have been absolutely crucial in determining the government's policy. And we shall take proper pride in holding the ship of state to its steady and honourable course, however much it wobbles.
There's a kind of conceit in underestimating yourself, you know.
I'll never accuse you of it, Barnaby.
Good morning, Charlie.
Ah, my dear Miller, the plot thickens, or is it sickens?
It depends on which story you're following, doesn't it, Charlie? Do you know Miss Jordan? Professor Rampling. A very present trouble in time of help.
Well, she knows who I am, and I know who she is. And what, Owen, my dear, are you intending to do about it?
It, my dear Charlie, can cover a multitude of sins.
Just the kind of umbrella I'm looking for when empires crumble and rockets are forecast. Can we possibly survive the coming storms?
Have you your crystal ball, Charlie?
If Anthony goes in, he'll almost certainly have to come out. And if he doesn't, he's a goner. The law of the excluded muddle.
What will he do?
Well, personally, I hope he goes in. This character, Miss Jordan, will presently lose his hair and become quite depressingly prim. But I, old man and wrinkled, if Douglas, have seen him dancing naked on a tabletop, as pretty as a picture, if you can imagine that.
Why should that require imagination, Professor Rampling?
Oh, Millam, Millam, what have we here? What have we just? Salutations to you both, abasements even. Shall you remember your old friends in your new state? Permit me to wonder.
We shall leave you to twist in the warm wind of anticipation.
Ouch and hurrah in equal doses. What could be more stimulating? So we are to lose you twice over, Millamo, are we?
Remind me.
Marriage is an honorable estate, but one with a high fence round it. As for the other, what do my little birdies tell me? The Middle Eastern desk, is it, requires a new and neater pair of knees under it? Whitehall, ever in search of worthy warriors, double firsts, and double dealers. Does that entry figure in your index, Miss Jordan, should he go? What is your view of his knees and their merits?
I only give unsolicited opinions, Professor Ampling.
You belong in the book of Judges, my dear lady.
How the hell did you find out, Charlie?
To whom else do their nibs repair for discreet advice but to your humble servant or servant?
Discreet. You. There must be some mistake.
This is a rare creature. It takes one to spot one. Never turn her into a pressed flower, Master Millen, or you'll have me to answer to.
Since when are you going to officiate at the final judgment, Charlie?
The last trump is just my sort of instrument. Naked on a tabletop.
Once, when I was 19, and very, very drunk. On Madeira.
If once, why not again? Just for me.
Certainly not.
You can refuse me something?
He's a dangerous old sod, is Charlie Gainsborough Rampling. I shall be glad to get out of his orbit. He liked you.
He doesn't think you should do it, does he?
What?
They're planning a secret meeting with the Israelis, the British and the French at Senlis.
How do you know this?
I've seen and I've heard.
Well, you must have other people you could have contacted. Why me?
I thought it might amuse you.
What are you hoping for, exactly?
Oh, what about a speculative article toying with the impossible? Secret talks with a view to creating circumstances under which shining armor could be donned by Britain and France while leaving Ben Gurion with the spoils of his nicely limited little war.
And when I get picked up by the special branch, where do I say I got my information from?
What's wrong with your ripe and ready imagination? Nothing so utterly far-fetched could ever really be happening, could it? The British foment a war so as to be able to step in officiously to forbid it? Fiddle-de-dee.
You must know stacks of people in the press who'd be more than happy to...
Not all that many. And the ones I do know I don't particularly trust.
What makes you think you can trust me?
Can't I?
What's your motive, Stafford?
I don't like lies.
I thought you were a diplomat.
In the mouths of ministers. They should learn to leave the line to properly qualified people.
You mean that, don't you?
Deception is one thing, self-deception another. Once a society gets an appetite for lies, it loses the capacity to swallow anything else. I can give you enough details for HMG to know damn well the cat is out of the bag. Names of hotels, flight paths, whose unofficial car had a puncture outside what small village, who offered Normandy oysters as a special treat to the boys from Tel Aviv.
But what if they could bring it off? And I'm the one person...
Have you any conception of how big a hat would be needed for all this to be kept safely under it? The best service to be rendered to this country is to pull the plug hard and long and right away, before anyone crosses the start line.
Well, it's a face, so.
I'm sure it's true. All the time he was telling me about it, I was... Sounds unworthy, or... I felt he was daring me not to use it. As if that was what really made him tell me the story at all.
Close friend?
I hardly know the man. Met him in Paris, had a drink or two with him in London. Normally he's quite entertaining.
Why are you afraid of him?
I don't know for certain.
Don't you?
I must be one of those rare public school boys who never... You went to a day school, of course, but...
He's teasing you, you think?
If I do write the story and it's printed, he's got me one way. If I don't, he's got me the other. If I want to be a journalist, I have to take my chances.
If?
You certainly can make a two-letter word last a long time, can't you? He hopes I won't do anything. You know why, don't you?
Well, if he wants to have some secret that he knows about you, yes. Just as... Of course, I don't know him.
Do you know me?
I've never been convinced that paternity was a particularly close relationship. Well, I look forward to seeing your play.
You'll come for the first night, I hope.
If invited.
Wherever are you sitting in the dark? I've been out buying all the things they say aren't going to be short if the situation gets worse. You haven't been quarrelling, have you, again?
We never quarrel, do we? When I was 16 years old, I spent an afternoon visiting a wounded infantry officer in his suite at the Grand Hotel in Eastbourne. He said he wanted to show me his stamps. After tea, something happened. He apologized and asked me to be sure never to say anything to anyone about what we'd been doing. Well, since I knew no words to describe what he'd attempted, I thought that stamp collecting must have some disreputable element. A couple of years later, I was called up. And the philatelist was a major in the camp where I did my octio. Breakfasts were particularly disgusting. Slabs of greasy bacon. So I decided to declare my religious aversion to it. And my request for a different diet had to be made through this particular major. Now, can you make a face in which dread and contempt are equally mixed? In which recognition and ignorance make the same promise to see you in hell as soon as the enemy machine guns allow? Well, that is what I saluted.
And he made you go on eating the greasy bacon?
That would have been to exceed his powers. I was given an extra egg every morning. It was very nearly a mass conversion to the law of Moses. But closer reading proved it to involve a sacrifice few of my fellow cadets were prepared to make.
I didn't think I'd have had the nerve.
You've never collected stamps.
Irony is a caviar that should never be served to the masses. In any case, Dickie the Armitage is never going to let this get into the paper.
Not under my name. I don't have a regular column. But you do, don't you, Crusader?
It's neither fact nor fiction, is it?
It's the very best kind of red herring, though, isn't it?
Where'd you get this stuff? I don't use things in my column I haven't written for myself.
Ah, well, if you're going to be a man of integrity, there's nothing useful to be done.
Do you want me to show it to Leo Quaritch? I suspect he'll think it's too soon.
It's premature, he ejaculated. And in a couple of days, it'll be too late.
Can they possibly bring it off, do you think?
Would that make it right?
Make it interesting. If you really know something, why did you write a straight story and dare them to deny it?
I don't.
All right.
Gosh, do you mean it? And what do you mean?
I'll make it a gossip item in Crusader's diary. At a Chelsea party, a certain young playwright did a brilliant impression recently of a secret meeting in northern France at which I'm trying to find a way of making this work.
Making the famous Barnaby omelette. No broken eggs.
I hope you never seriously need me, Michael Jordan.
Under what circumstances could reality take that sort of improbable turn?
I shall be the editor of this bloody sheet one of these days.
Oh, sir, forgive me. If you're going to be above criticism, let me be the first not to criticize you. For a giddy moment, I had visions of us resigning together on a matter of principle, but it'll pass.
Why are you like you are?
Inquiry continues, Barnaby. Inquiry continues.
When I was a little boy, I had such plans. I was going to cross uncharted seas, Tessa. I was going to set foot on untrodden shores and discover hitherto unknown continents. I was going to hack my way through virgin forests.
There's no call to talk like that, Dennis, even if we are married now.
Don't you care what happens
Do
to
you care?
me?
Do you care what happens to me, Tessa?
Do you care what happens to me, Tessa, or my plans?
I love you, Dennis. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Why have I stopped you, Poppety? And don't say to spare myself further punishment.
Was I supposed to sit down on that bit?
No, you're supposed to sit down on this bit. You're playing it as if it was comedy, darling.
Well, isn't it? I thought
Well,
it
yes,
was.
it is, but the author doesn't want people to know that, remember? Now then, can we take it back to, when I was in
Frank,
the
it
before?
might help.
Later, Michael.
Well, it is later. Later than the last time you said later, anyway.
You must read the chapter on helpful authors in my new book. It's very, very short. I think you really think you do love him, Poppety, at this point, don't you?
Frank, surely...
Michael, with all the will in the world, what I was trying to say, tactfully, was this. Shut up. Out.
Frank, really, don't lose your head.
I said out. Out.
Frank?
Look, Michael, I asked you down here as a courtesy.
Well, it's the last courtesy anyone could accuse you of. I don't mind you trying to shut me up, much. But when it comes to shouting at someone who hasn't even said a word... Production? What production? Because from what I see...
If you think you can rehearse the actors, why don't you bloody well rehearse them?
Look, what was your point about the speech?
It'd be funnier and truer. As if you said, I love you, as if you were in a rage. As if you were saying you hated him. I'd better go after him.
Blimey.
He was bloody fortunate, apparently.
How fortunate is a fracture of the femur?
Well, compared with...
I suppose so. I really don't know what I should...
You could always thank your lucky stars and then go on rehearsing the actors.
The Israelis were destroying the Egyptian army in the Sinai. The Russians were poised to cross the Hungarian border. Everything Stafford Canning had told me appeared to have been proved right. And I, through no fault or virtue of my own, spent one of the most blissful afternoons of my life. Was the world falling apart? Probably. Did I know it? I suppose I did. Did I care? God help me. Not a bit.
Sofa, Michael? Michael, sofa. The rest you can work out between you. I'm afraid I don't run to pyjamas, and I wouldn't wish one of my nighties on a dog.
I shall be fine.
You were very good in there today.
Just as well, considering.
What I let you in for. Is that what you were going to say?
Of course. Christ. Tuesday we open. No matter what Khrushchev or NASA or anyone else has to say. Well, unless it's, Can I really keep our frail little ship on course meanwhile? If yes, say yes. If no, say yes.
Yes. Easily.
Do you like, living on your own?
I don't much like other people's hair in the bathtub.
Do I detect the voice of rueful experience?
You haven't come up here for page 3 of my autobiography, have you?
I'll find a pub or somewhere tomorrow.
Just concentrate on your actors.
You insist. Oh! It's almost indecent, isn't it? World's falling apart. I've never had a better time. What do you actually think we should do?
We?
You and I and the other members of Her Majesty's government?
Get an early night and meet again in the morning.
I do appreciate this. Your sofa's a brick.
Well, that may be truer than you know. The last man who slept here didn't care for it a bit.
Then you're well shot of him. I bet he was an actor.
You lose. He was a musician.
Which he thought gave him the right to your bed.
And breakfast.
Your breakfast's in no danger from me. The acme of my musical knowledge is recognizing the opening bars of the national anthem. It takes me 10 minutes to realize I've heard Ravel's Bolero somewhere before. Did he mean a lot to you?
Yes.
Well, maybe he'll be back. Not tonight, I trust, but...
I doubt it. He's dead.
Do you ever get the feeling you might have said the wrong thing? I'm sorry. Did you like him very much?
Not all that much. I just happen to love him rather a lot. It's all right. This isn't going to turn into a memorial service.
Do you feel guilty?
I feel stupid for thinking it really mattered very much where he slept. Better luck next time. Someone in insurance, perhaps, or a sensible clergyman who doesn't ride his motorbike under lorries.
Funny how different people look when you know something about them.
Do you find? In my experience, the more you know about people, the more they all begin to seem the same.
Do you ever want to be an actress?
When I can be on the book instead. I'm rotten at being anyone but myself. And I'm not always brilliant at that.
I think you're pretty good at it. Okay. Good night.
May I say something?
Q&A.
Don't feel you have to entertain the actors all the time. Make sure they entertain you as well.
How dare you give me really useful advice like that?
Hello, Ted. Frightening. Never seen a goat before, Ted, but...
There's no sign of her yet.
Oh, well, if Rachel means to do something, she generally does it. Look, isn't that Benedict Blythe?
Who is Benedict Blythe, it is?
Sam, I really don't know why they don't make you a judge. You don't seem to know anything at all. He's a famous critic. The one who says terrible things about everyone and everything. It's awfully good for Michael that he's come all this way, isn't it?
He wants to have terrible things said about him. I suppose it couldn't be better.
Mr. Bligh, if you want a drink,
This
please...
is no time to use the conditional, my friend. The enemy is at the gate, inside and out.
We don't necessarily have to tell them tonight.
It seems like a good opportunity.
It's up to you.
Long to reign over us.
What are you doing, Dennis?
I'm feeding Britannia.
With your feet?
Standing on them. Isn't that what they're for?
Look at my carpet.
I can't get across the room without...
You could take off your shoes.
They've still got feet underneath, I hope.
Dennis, should you perhaps see a
Arthur?
doctor?
Arthur? I should see an ornithologist.
Oh, my goodness. When did
Stanley,
this start?
behave.
This is how
I'm
I
growing
behave.
yellow feathers. Move over, Britannia. I'm going to crawl in and live with you. Well, hurry up. I think I'm going to lay an egg. Oh, my goodness. If that was Tessa.
Dennis, I'm afraid I may have scratched the console.
Had crossed the East Hungarian frontier and occupied a large area of the country. This came soon after the Prime Minister, Mr. Nagy, had reported that more Soviet troops were entering Hungary. Mr. Nagy announced Hungary's neutrality and withdrawal from the Warsaw Pact and asked the United
It was going quite well, and I should have been happy. If I'd been more modest, I would have been satisfied. If I'd been more conceited, I should not have wondered why my nice little play, with its good-humored sarcasm, filled me with shame and disgust.
She's nothing whatever like you, Daddy, really.
What's he got against suburbia? Some of my best friends are suburbanites. They don't invade people. They don't nationalize people's belongings. They sort of arrive for work by parachute, so wherein lies the sin?
It's the black day of the working class. At once, without a tremor of irony, we sang songs to Comrade Stalin. All together, boys! Stalin, we drove the white guards back.
The government's been slow, but I think it's been adequately steady, don't you, Millen?
The Americans are the jokers in the pack at this stage.
Dr. Millen.
David Lukis, of course.
Very nice of you to say so, sir.
You had rooms in Chapel Quad, didn't you? What are you doing with yourself?
I'm just off to West Africa if I can get away before they call me up.
I thought you had the makings of a scholar.
You must be thinking of some other member of the boat club, I think. Excuse me.
One doesn't know how or when they're going to jump, does one? The Americans. However, the chances probably favor they'll ditch their friends before they do anything else. Now, it's diplomacy, isn't it?
he stopped doing it. And without any explanation or anything, Carol? Just like that? No, not all men, Carol. Just men like Damien.
I don't want annual increments. I don't want to be safe and sorry. I want to catch life on the wing. I want to be a man before I die. Better whole cock than half cock or no bloody cock at all.
Oh, my goodness, Tessa, what have you married?
You want to see what she married? I'll show you what she married.
Harry, you'd better call the police.
And the fire brigade, and the ambulance, the more the merrier. Music, maestro, please.
I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. I'm gonna get there at any price. Stand aside, I'm on my way.
They broke the
blues, and above it's so fair. Who's gonna carry me there? I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. With a new step every day.
Oh, Dennis.
How about like a gin and tonic?
Having my name up front, having my name up front.
They loved it. Everyone did. Don't let one drunken idiot.
Well, perhaps he
ruin it.
was right. Drunken idiots can be.
Frank's been offered a play to direct in London. Oscar was in front.
Thanks for what you did.
Who are you? Joe! Rachel, this is Joe Hirsch. We were at school together in Devon, if you my sister Rachel.
You're exceptionally beautiful.
What are you doing here? I never even realized you were back in England.
If I waited for invitations, I'd never be anywhere. You an actress?
I'm a historian, sort of.
Well, I should have been invited for you.
Careful of this character, Rach. He's motorized mayhem.
We really mustn't keep you. Your sister and I have very important things to discuss.
Most enjoyable. Shall we go somewhere?
I think you ought to meet my fiancé.
How do you do?
Why?
Why not?
I know him. Why?
You might have seen him on the television.
I disagree with you.
I can see how you could be an acquired taste.
Germany. The Brains Trust, wasn't it? Why should we trust brains?
Pity about the Irishman.
Yes, wasn't it, though? What did you do about it?
Joe, please.
Did you mean Joe, thank you?
Rachel, shall we tell your parents?
Owen Miller, get thee to a nunnery.
Benedicto Benny di Carta. I never noticed you.
The best Ophelia of his day. And quite late into the night as well, we're given to understand.
You ruined my friend's play.
I have yet to consider my verdict. I am, so to speak, still out.
By bringing that drunken bum with you.
Administrative error.
It's the English for a shit streak, isn't it?
What have you done with him?
Oh, we left him outside being sick into one of his shoes. I wish it had been one of yours.
Joe.
You don't need this kind of banana to be what you want to be.
Before I was put in my place by your friend, I was going to offer you an apology for our liquid friend, Stanley. I thought as a fellow author he might add luster to the evening. He didn't. Well, if there's any humble pie going, I'll grab a slice. Failing the same, apologies.
The least you can do after fouling up the evening is to say in the paper just how good the play was.
Unless you're very, very careful, I may well do so. Millimo.
Excuse me.
Dominus Verbiscum.
You can't possibly marry that man.
Joe.
Why do you say you're going to? Why?
Because I am.
Michael, the county standard would like a word.
Is it because of them?
Please, leave me alone.
She can't possibly marry that man.
What on earth are you talking
Listen, you've got to stop her.
about? He's a very clever chap. They've known each other for a long time.
She's desperate for someone to tell her she mustn't.
I see no signs of desperation.
We're going down to Bath next week to talk to my mother.
I'm Bob Sander, and I know who you are. I'm an example of low life that you may have to get used to. I'm an agent. You don't need me. I need you. What do you say?
It sounds like an ideal arrangement. Does it?
I call you Michael. Or Mike, or what?
Michael in preference to Mike. Mike in preference to what?
I want to talk to you about your future. When can we have a meeting?
What's happening here? I think you'd better get out. Hadn't you?
Young play of the decade.
Michael!
Before Mr. Khrushchev puts a tank in my office, or Mr. Eden drops paratroopers to separate critics from their natural prey, let me take a deep breath and, before the apocalypse, say as clearly as I can that a return visit this week to see Stanley Kendrick's Irish Eyes confirms me in the view stated with appalling frankness in this column last month that the only English plays of genius are those written by Irishmen. In a week of Saharan barrenness elsewhere, Kendrick's anarchic, baroque masterpiece sticks out like a naughty deed in a goody-goody world.
Why has he not reviewed your play?
You tell me.
Perhaps he thought it wouldn't be fair.
You didn't like it.
Was it written for me to like?
That awful man did rather put custard on the goose, didn't he?
That awful man's the one the whole bloody article's about.
You'll write about your play when it comes to London, I expect.
When? When is when?
I'm going to resign from the Sunday Crusader.
Why? What have they done?
The editorial line on Suez is an absolute disgrace.
You don't write editorials, do you?
Neither do I collect stamps.
I wish you spoke a language I understood.
Oh, shall you be wanting Moneypenny in London, do you suppose?
Improbable. Rachel,
Present.
one thing goes without saying.
And you sound as though you're about to say it.
Our relationship matters more to me than anything else in the world.
But what?
You are the most understanding and most worthwhile woman I have ever met.
Is that good for me or bad for women?
They've been on to me from London.
And?
I'm not going to beat about the bush.
What are you going to beat about?
Did you ever know someone called Aaron Nathanson?
Why?
You evidently did.
I knew him as Buddy. Has something happened to him?
Did you do something for him at one point? A favor?
It wasn't a favor, it was something I did. Why? Because they've been on to you from London.
The Foreign Office is very jumpy just now.
Oh, well, perhaps in that case you should tell them to jump.
You never told me about it.
I never thought you'd be interested. To tell you the truth.
Yes, it is perhaps time you did. The thing is...
Yes, the thing. What is the thing?
A story started floating around the offices of the Sunday Crusader just before our troops went in about collusion. Ourselves and the Israelis. Around
And, what has that to do with how worthwhile and understanding I am?
Did you have something to do with it?
I never saw anything about collusion in the damned paper.
There wasn't anything. They spiked it. The question remains, where did the info come from? Come on, Rachel. They suspect your brother, don't they?
Come on, where? My brother's name isn't Nathanson. I don't know anything, and I didn't tell him anything. Info. I failed
Your
to see...
friend Nathanson was involved in certain discussions, shall we say. If he happened to speak to you, and you happened to speak... Are you going somewhere?
Aren't I?
I'm only asking you to understand my problem.
Oh, I can do better than that. I can solve it.
I have no overriding need to work at the Foreign Office.
Poor Owen.
Poverty is not my first anxiety. Are you still in contact with him or them? That is all I need to satisfy myself about.
If I tell you I'm not, will you believe me? Because I'm not. Well,
My first loyalty is, of course, to you.
and that's not the sort of thing it's very easy to forgive, is it? Goodbye, Owen.